Hello everybody, good afternoon, how you doing? And nice to see you and welcome back to our Regional Polytechnic Institute Education Report. And in this today video lesson, I'm going to share with you all about international economic institutions. But before I let you know to these new points, that is continued from the old point 3. So what did everybody study last week? Who can tell me? So last week we studied about neoliberalism, and the second point is the second point was free trade and multinational corporations. Yeah, and I also have some questions to ask all of you. Uh, my question is, what is neoliberalism? Yes, it is the title, or we can say no title. It's the heading of the points in the unit. What is neoliberalism? If anyone can answer this question, please pause the video and answer. Okay, neoliberalism is referred to a policy model that encompasses, both politics and economics and seeks to transfer the control of the economic factors from the public sector to the private sector. Yeah. Again, to the question and the answer. What is neoliberalism? Remember together, I think that every week everybody have your notebook in your hands and and pen or pencil ruler, the same as we study in the real class. Even though right now we study through distant learning. But I certainly hope that everybody have the books with you to take note the important points in the notebook. Yeah. Again, what is neoliberalism? It refers to a policy model that encompasses both politics and economics and seeks to transfer the control of the economic factors from the public sector to the private sector. Yes, it's called neoliberalism. And according to this point, again, uh, the second question: what are the characteristic neoliberal policies? Do you find the answer? What are the characteristic neoliberal policies? The answer is include downsizing government, privatizing public or state-owned enterprises, deregulating the economy, cutting taxes, expanding international markets, and removing barriers to global trade. Yes, that's all for everybody about some question. Only two questions to ask you. Yeah, in the revision in the old points. Yeah, again, last week we studied at these points like neoliberalism, free trade, and multinational corporations. And also have some vocabulary for all of you. No. I need all of you to tell me some difficult word. Here, intermind. Do you know intermind? Intermind to make someone less confident, less powerful, or less likely to succeed, or to make something weaker, often gradually. Gradually. It means in our language, to play child or chok sao, to play child or chok sao. Yeah. And the next one, the counteract, to reduce or remove the effect of something unwanted by producing an opposite effect. That's called counteract. ជំទាស់或រារាំង Yeah. And inflation. Inflation is general continuous increase in prices. It means P.14. Yes. And interventionism. Interventionism. Interventionism, it means the policy or doctrine of intervening, especially government interference in the affairs of the United States or in domestic economic affairs. Yeah. And privatize, transfer a business like business, industry, or service from public to private ownership and control. Yeah, it according to neoliberalism. Yeah, there's always about this in these old points, and also free trade and multinational cooperation. One more, yes, buzzwords. Buzzword. What is buzzword? It is a word or expression of from a particular subject area that has become fashionable by being used a lot, especially on television and in the newspapers. That is called buzzword. Yeah, day. And also you have to remember about this NAFTA. Yeah, NAFTA, a free trade agreement between the US, Canada, and Mexico that sought, that sought to encourage trade between the three countries. Yeah, between the three countries. And GATT, the General Agreement on Tariffs and Trade, was a treaty whose functions were taken over by the WTO. Yeah. Thank you, everybody. In these 2 points, in the old points. So now move on to the next. Okay, about this one. This point that everybody is gonna learn right now is international economic institutions. Yeah. So the same as each week that before we read and also to understand to the whole text in the old points. Everyone is gonna learn the vocabulary. Yes, the core words first. The first one here. Yeah, IMS. IMS. It means it's abbreviation of the word yeah, International Monetary Fund and World Bank for short. WB. And WTO means World Trade Organization. Yeah, World Trade Organization. And integrate to meet with and join society or groups of people often changing to suit their ways of life, habits, and customs. That is called integrate. Yeah, integrate. It means through some maharakam. Yeah, integrate. And deregulating. Yeah, deregulate to remove. Yeah, to remove national or local government controls or rules from a business or other activity. Means look down. Yeah, deregulate. Let's learn to pronounce this word together. Deregulate. Yeah. And implement. Yeah, implement. To start, you think a plan. Yeah, a plan or system. To start, you think plan or system. But implement. And adjustment. A small chain. Yeah, refer to a small chain. To make a new. Yeah. And this word, who can pronounce this word correctly? So this word we pronounce it data. One more, data or data. Yeah, data. Yeah, data. So it means someone who owes money. Someone who owes money. Call them null. Yeah. So the letter everybody should remember this word before you pronounce it correctly. You remember that the letter B has no sound. Yeah, it's wireless sound. Only with D, E, and T and ER. Only read from this yeah, letters, data, or data, incorrect. Yeah, and the next one, restructure, to organize a company, business, or system in a new ways to make it operate more effectively. Yeah, effectively. រៀបចំរចនាសម្ព័ន្ធឡើងវិញ yeah រៀបចំរចនាសម្ព័ន្ធឡើងវិញ existing ones existing or exist the adjective existing to describe something that exists now that means that yeah exist and subsidy actually it's n in y but in plural we change y to ies subsidy money given as part of the cost of something to help to encourage to it to happen. Yeah, but over time. And the next one, devalue. Yeah, devalue to reduce the state at which money can be exchanged for foreign money. Yeah, devalue. បញ្ចុះតម្លៃរូបិយវត្ថុ Yeah, devalue. And export-led economic growth. Export-led economic growth. It means កំណើនសេដ្ឋកិច្ចដឹកនាំដោយការនាំចេញ Yeah. It focus on export. Yeah, exportation. And the next one, riot. Riot, a noisy, violent, or uncontrolled public meeting. Yeah, riot. Spark a first small event or problem that causes a much worse situation to develop. Yeah, បង្កឡើង spark. And totalitarianism. Yeah, totalitarianism. A system of government that is centralized and dictatorial and requires complete subservience to the state ផ្ដាច់ការនិយម yeah ប្រព័ន្ធផ្ដាច់ការនិយម yeah ប្រព័ន្ធផ្ដាច់ការ totalitarianism. Actually, everybody studied already in the previous semester. Yeah, in semester 1, you studied this already about the types of leadership. And the famine, a situation in which there is a situation in which there is not enough food for a great numbers of people are causing illness, and that's or a particular period when this happens. Yeah, famine. It has no sound. Quell, to stop something, especially by using force. Yeah, quells. Learn to pronounce yourself. Quell. You ought to repeat after me. Quell. បង្ក្រាប It means បង្ក្រាប indiscriminately, not showing careful thought or planning especially so that harm results. ដោយមិនរើសមុខ ដោយមិនរើសអើង Yeah. Indiscriminately. And look above. Yeah, I skip one line. Slum is very poor and crowded areas, especially of a city. The modern Yeah, slum. With a lot of people live there. Yeah. And overlook. Yeah, overlook to provide view of, especially from above, more below. There's a place where we can you can overlook to the part of area that is called overlook, more below. And an official, not from a person in authority, the government, etc. That is called unofficial មិនមែនជាលក្ខណៈផ្លូវការ yeah អត់ផ្លូវការ and yeah degradation let's pronounce it again repeat after me if you are not sure to pronounce this repeat after me together degradation yeah degradation the process in which the beauty or quality of something is destroyed or spoiled. Yeah, yeah, degradation, and yeah, regulation, an official rule or the act of controlling something. Yeah, but here regulation and unbridled, not control or limited គ្មានការត្រួតពិនិត្យឬក៏កំណត់គ្មានការកំណត់ unbridled extraction the process of which moving something especially by force ការទាញចេញ yes and the last one in this point Raleigh the public meeting of large groups of people especially supporters of a particular opinion ប្រមូលផ្ដុំ yeah ក្រុមប្រមូលផ្ដុំ ឬអ្នកប្រមូលផ្ដុំ ឬការប្រមូលផ្ដុំ yes okay thank you about that after we study and read the vocabularies let's read together and listen to my presenting about this new point international economic institution. Let's learn together. The three economic institutions most commonly associated with economic globalization are remember this. So there are three economic institutions most commonly associated with the economic globalization. Like IMF, it stands for International Monetary Fund, and WB, and WTO, World Trade Organization, of all which emerged or evolved, from the Bretton Woods system, and also you all studied this Bretton Woods system already. The IMF and the World Bank provided loans. So they are the two institutions provided loans for developing countries. But by the 1970s, they adopted a neoliberal agenda and started integrating and deregulating markets around the globe. By the 1980s, they began implementing structural adjustment programs (SAPs) in developing countries. The programs were designed to make it more likely that other nations would be able to repay their loans. In order to obtain a loan or restructure an existing one, countries would have to reduce the amount of money they spend on public services, including subsidy for basic food items, health care, and education. Countries would also be required to promote foreign investment, privatize state enterprises, devalue their currencies, promote export-led economic growth, and deregulate their economies. In many countries, these new policies led to fewer social programs for the poor. In many countries, these new policies led to fewer social programs for the poor country. In some countries, the ending of subsidy for basic items such as bread led to riots. Yeah. For example, in Caracas, Venezuela, in the 1989 anti-IMF riots were sparked as a result of a 200% increase in the price of bread. Yeah. President Carlos Andres Perez accused the IMF of practicing an economic totalitarianism which killed not with violence but with famine. But in order to quell the riot, he sent the military into the slums on the hills overlooking the capital, where they fire upon people indiscriminately. Yeah, and according to an official estimate, more than 1,000 people were killed. Yeah, according to an official estimate, more than 1,000 people were killed. Additionally, SAP, yeah, SAP. So SAP that you studied the verb already. This word is stand for structural adjustment programs. Not only failed to help develop other countries, but also increase, yeah, the poverty of their people. It was these kinds of IMF and World Bank policies and programs that brought so many protesters together in Seattle in November of 1999 to raise awareness and rally for change. Yeah, that's all, everybody, about my presenting to these new points, international economic institutions. Yes, the main points that everybody should remember, three in economic institution that is commonly most commonly associated with economic globalization. Here, three institutions like IMF, the World Bank is called WB, and WTO, World Trade Organization. Most commonly associated with economic globalization. Okay, and thank you, everybody. If you have a question, you can ask me in our Telegram groups. Goodbye. See you. Good luck.